Welcome to World of Fusion. This is part 7 of PCC series, piston, connecting rod and crankshaft. If you missed previous video, please do watch through the link in description. So without further ado, let's get started. Awesome, we want this extrude cut feature to be mirrored onto the other side. So we have created pocket here. I want this same feature to be mirrored onto the other side. So in the create, select mirror. And here in the dialog box, object type, change it to features. So the feature is the last one that we have created, and the mirror plane be XZ plane again. So make sure the preview looks good and say OK. Now you have that mirror on the other side. Let us do a couple of fillets now. Select the edges. Make sure you select the bigger edges so that these are major fillet that we are going to provide. It is about 5 millimeters. Okay, fine. Again, repeat the fillet. So, check this edge, and I'm going to pick this edge again and let the radius be 10 millimeters. Let's change that to 8 millimeters. Because we will be getting this bold head here, it should not overlap with that fillet. Say OK again, repeat the fillet. And select these edges also. The fillet radius be 3 millimeters. Say OK. Again, repeat the fillet. It is a smaller fillet that we need to provide for these edges. Let the fillet radius be 1 millimeter. You just carefully select the edges. Yes, awesome. So almost all the edges are selected. One more edge over here. And one edge on the other side. Yes, awesome. Say OK. So now we are done with the fillet. We need to provide chamfer for the bearing and bush. So modify chamfer, select this edge. And this edge also. Let the chamfer distance be 1.8 millimeters, because I want it to be tapered all the way along. So that is the offset distance that we have given, right? Say, OK. Let's split. So split. And split this one also, because we want it to divide right, so then only we will be able to assemble it with the crankshaft. Saying OK. So now the bodies got split. Awesome. Let's insert bolt now. So make sure you are online. You go to Insert. You have option called McMastercar component. Search for 91280A429. Then you got one option, just click on that. And here you have a product detail. Next to product details, switch to 3D step and click on download. So you will get that bolt over here, so actually, let us orient it. Capture the position, make sure you check this and say, okay, so now we need to assemble it. So, select Joint. Home View. Just pick this center point. So, if you place the cursor over here, you got the points, right? So, I have to select the center point. But when I come to center point, the points are gone. So, to lock it, just hold Control on your keyboard. This is particularly important. Just hold Control then. If you leave the place, the points will still be there. Okay, just practice that. And then you will be able to select the center point of that face. And from here we have to select this point. And the motion, make sure it is rigid. Play the animation to ensure that it is rigid and say okay. Awesome. So we are almost done, we just have to mirror the parts. Create Mirror. And instead of features, I'll switch to bodies and select all the bodies, including the bolt. But we will mirror the bolt later because we are going to use join now. To mirror, I'm going to select the XY plane, so I was unable to select it. So just tilt it away and make sure you pick the proper plane. And see, we did not get this body over here. That is because we did not select it. So just edit the mirror feature and make sure in the objects you just hold Control and add this body too. Join. Okay, so now we got it perfect. Activate this one and do the mirror now. Okay, bodies, select this one and we are using the same, that is XY. So, if you are unable to select, pick that, hold it, and you will get options XY. So now it is good. It should be new body. Activate the top level connecting rod. Ensure that it is good. So now you can rename your bodies. This is big end. And this is connecting rod bush. This is connecting rod bearing. Yeah, I'm going to rename it as CR bearing, in short CRB. This is small end. Sorry, this is actually small end, right? This is big end. And this is CRB2. Fine, we just renamed all the components and oops, typo error. Let it be small end. Hold Shift and select all the component. Right-click and create components from bodies. Okay, so again here also for bolts, I just want them to be components because we will be using in the assembly later. So let their name be bolt. So it will automatically rename another bolt. Right-click and select Create Components from Bodies. So remember that these two bolts are created within this entire section. Okay, so now activate the top level. You can see that our connecting dot is created, so if you show the crankshaft, it is actually overlapping, but that is fine. In assembly, we will do the corrections or else you just drag it. Okay, but it is entirely coming out. So now you can drag it. All will come and just capture the position. This is all for part 7. If you have any queries, I'll be more than happy to answer them via comments. With this, you have successfully completed connecting rod. In the part 8, we will model piston. Now that you have watched till the last, consider liking, subscribing, and do follow our Instagram. We post daily quiz and updates on fusion and tutorials. Thank you so much. See you in part 8.